Welcome back to the vlog, everyone. I appreciate you guys swinging by yet again. Today we're going to be doing a build breakdown on the STI. We're going to be featuring a lot of content that's going to be going over the car, such as installs, problems that come up, random things here and there. So I feel like it's not a bad starting ground to go through and kind of say what's already done to the car. We're gonna attempt to do a little bit of a car video type thing. This is only day 3 for me of actually doing these vlogs. Today's the last practice day, by the way. Tomorrow's gonna be actual real content. We have some parts coming in tomorrow afternoon from Rally Sport Direct. So we'll do some unboxings, we'll do some installs. It'll be absolutely fantastic. So let's hop out in the garage, let's get started on this. All right, everyone. Here's the Subaru. It's my 2017 limited World Rally Blue STI. It's got some stuff done to it, so it's not completely stock. So let's run through here. Hold up, I gotta swap batteries. I thought it was a good idea to catch everyone up on what exactly is done to the car. I've done a decent amount to the inside. The inside's pretty much all JDM swapped to the good Japanese parts, as you can kind of see here on the back side of the steering wheel. It's not the leather one that comes with it. This is the JDM, the OEM JDM STI Type RA. Too many acronyms. It's the Alcantara steering wheel that Subaru makes. Honestly, it's one of the best steering wheels I've ever felt. We'll jump into this one here. So one of the main reasons why I like this steering wheel is it comes with a flat bottom bill on it. It's nice, it feels good. You retain all your audio controls on both sides, you retain the airbag, and then I also went ahead and opted out for the 2018 black trim piece at the bottom. The 15s to 17s come with like a silver one with just an inlay here, and I don't think it looked that good, so I swapped it over. I am very happy with this steering wheel, and I would highly recommend it to anyone else. It's a little pricey, but for what you get, it's worth it. It's an OEM part, so you can expect fitment to be perfect. I also went ahead and I swapped out the center console here for the 2018 model. I really dig the piano black and the leather trim. The one that came with the car had the, what was it, the faux carbon fiber on the inlays up here, and I didn't like it. Same with the dash trim up here. These are actually out of a cross track, so they fit perfect. I actually really like them compared to that fake carbon fiber stuff. I got them on both sides, so I'd highly recommend those two as well. Another small minor one are the JDM climate controls. They're just black instead of silver. We have a stealth black cob knob here, which, I mean, whatever you like holding in your hand as you drive, I prefer that one. And then of course an access port. Car's only got an intake and a catback. Like I said in the very first video, I had a down pipe at one point. I pulled it off when I sold the Subaru for the Maserati. So at one point in the future, we'll get another one and throw an install video on that one. It'll be good times. The last thing that I want to really go over on the interior side is, I guess there's two more things. I didn't even see this one. This one misses me all the time. So I've also got the OEM STI red push to start button. Small little interior one that I always forget about, but it's not bad. The last thing to go over on the inside of the car is the airlift performance controller, which I thought it was freaking out, but the LEDs just look weird on the screen. The 3P system is it's a good entry-level air system. This is my first time ever putting a car on air before, and I wanted to do airlift everything. So the 3P was well within budget. It's a little pricey if you're comparing it to coilovers, but that's not really a fair comparison for the options and the availability that you get with the system. But in the future, maybe I'll swap over to the 3H. Who knows? If I do, we'll cover that one as well. So let's jump to the outside of the car. All right, moving over to the front of the car, also a whole bunch of OE parts. I'll get a close-up of these, but I've got the OE fender badges, the OEM fog light JDM bezels with the running lights in there. Those actually look pretty good at nighttime. And the OE lip, the JDM grill, and then an IAG plate delete. There's not too much going on the outside of the car right now. It's fairly basic. The work D9R is down here as well. Looks like I hit a bug with a wheel, which is kind of impressive. interesting. I also have the white work D9Rs. These are 18 by 9.5 plus 38. If you are throwing these on a VA STI, I found out the hard way, but you will need 12mm spacers in the front to clear your brimbos. It kind of sucks. Not the end of the world, but for the amount that I paid for the wheels, I'm not going to just give up on them. The fitment on them could be a little better. I want to go down to a 245/35. These are 255/40s. Probably end up waiting till the fall time. That should fix my fitment. But in the fall, I'll probably jump over to some all seasons. These are Bridgestone Potenza RE760s, so they're fantastic summer tires. Aside from that, though, we'll jump to the side of the car and check out what's going on over here. On the side of the car, there's only really two things going on. The JDM fender badges and the OE side skirt extensions, both of which high quality. Would recommend if you're going to go the OEM route for exterior parts. Aside from that, that's pretty much it that's on the outside of the car. Let's check under the hood. There's not a whole lot going on up in the engine bay. There's a very basic minimal bolt-ons. We have the Cobb SF intake, the Morimoto X-Line radiator, the IAG air oil separator. I would highly recommend that to anyone who has one of their first modifications to their Subaru so they don't end up blowing it up. We have the Perrin master cylinder brace to improve the brakes a little bit because I'm not a big fan of the squishiness of them at all. In the back of the car we have the ETS Extreme exhaust, no resonators, no mufflers. I think it sounds fantastic for the price. I think I paid $1,100 for it on sale. If you want a pretty good quality exhaust, I would highly recommend ETS. That's about it for what's going on in here. Let's pop over to the trunk and talk suspension. In the trunk we've got my suspension management. Right now the car is on Airlift Performance bags, running a 3P system. We have our management here, our bracket holding up the management, two Viair 444C compressors, a 5-gallon air tank, our water trap on the far side, and then we've got our dampening adjustment for the rear bags in the back. Honestly, people make these out to seem like they're a whole lot harder to install than they really are. I installed the entire system with the trunk set up in about 10 hours on a Saturday afternoon as my first time ever installing bags. So if people tell you it's difficult, it really isn't that bad if you put in the research time to actually look into it a little bit. So if it's something you're into and have thought about in the past, I would recommend checking it out and running down this route. Underneath the car, in the rear, we've got some SBC toe arms and some white line camber arms. Coming this week, we've got some more suspension goodies going on, so I'll do some install videos of those. If anyone wants me to go deeper into the bag setup because they're thinking about doing it at home, drop a comment below and I can run through an install guide when doing this. Tips, tricks, things to make it a little easier on your life. But I think that, for the most part, that about covers it for what's all done to the car. Today's the last practice day for the vlogs. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to start producing actual content regarding stuff for the car. We're going to be doing some unboxing, some installs. This weekend we got some car reviews coming up. A couple weeks from now, we're going to be doing Super D coverage out at Spirit Peaks Raceway down in Toutle, Washington. So keep an eye out for that one. That one will be a blast to cover. So once again, I appreciate everyone swinging by, spending time with me and hanging out. Keep an eye out for more of these vlogs coming. I'm going to keep doing these daily for the next couple weeks just so I can get the hang of these a little bit more. But like I said, thanks for swinging by. I'd really appreciate it if you'd like and sub below. Feel free to give me any feedback in the comments section. I'm open to all feedback from everyone. Once again, thanks for stopping by. Peace out.